Can you tell me just what is Concerto?
You want to hear a story, you should hear my grandfather's story. And I just told him how my grandfather came from Florida and hitchhiked in the 1940s as a black man, and then came to LA with nothing. And then 2 years later had his cleaners. And Ben was like, that's a much more interesting story. How can we pivot there? And how can we combine these two things? And it was in that first conversation we talked about this idea of going from the Jim Crow South to Walt Disney Concert Hall, and like what would that journey look like. And then he asked me if I would join the conversation and interview my grandfather, and that's really how it came to be. With the film itself, he uh, watched it and felt emotional, which I don't think I've ever seen with my grandfather. Pretty much speechless, I think is the best way to describe it. But like watching him and my grandmother, just the smiles that are on their face whenever we talk about some of these things, or I share any sort of news with him, like when I called him the morning of the Oscar nomination and like got emotional and like didn't have anything to say about it. And I think that feeling, that indescribable moment feels really special.